You know what? I cannot stand, and we were talking about this, Reggie, earlier, labels. I hate labels. I hate categories. I hate boxes. I think if I had a life purpose, it's going to be centered around fucking all that shit. I don't want no boxes. I don't want no titles. I don't want no labels. Reggie, have you ever been put in that position where you were put in a box, a label, or a title was put on something that just irked you the wrong way because it's so not you?
I have. I've been put in a box of being labeled as a mean person. If you meet me and know me, I am one who like to laugh and crack jokes, but I just never looked at myself as a joke machine where I have to laugh and crack a joke 24/7. But at the moments that I'm quiet or I don't agree with something, I've always been labeled as being mean, and it bothers me just because you and I have always agreed on things, but you're one of the few people that I can disagree with, and we never took it as a judgment towards each other. It's just a healthy disagreement that makes our relationship well-rounded. But it bothers me to be labeled something, and it comes more of a judgment because of a disagreement. And because of that, I wish I could get rid of labels and titles as much as I can.
Okay. Diego, I want to hear you. Like, I know, because I'm acting like we don't damn talk. I know you got some kind of a situation where you been labeled, but how do you feel about labels? How do you feel about titles? How do you feel about it when it is in regards to you? Have you ever been put in a position like that?
Yeah, stuff happens all the time. I mean, just being me. I mean, I used to go to especially when I would go to the gym, or people would just see me go to the gym because I loved it. They'd be like, "Oh, you're addicted. Oh, you're this. Oh, you're that." And I'm like, "No, I just actually like it." They'd be like, "Well, how do you do that for fun?" I mean, it's just fun for me. So people would think when they would see me in the gym, they thought I was arrogant. They thought because I was short and I was stocky that I was arrogant. And then they was like, they would meet me, they're like, "Oh, you're not what I thought." I'm like, "Well, what did you think?" "Oh, I thought you were like an asshole. You were arrogant. You were snobbish." And I was like, "Where do I give that? Do I make mean faces or what?" And they're like, "No, it just comes with the territory." I was like, "Well, that's pretty rude because I didn't even open my mouth yet." They were like, "Well, just what we see." And I'm like, so that's why I be in the gym sometimes, not because I care, but because I am having fun. I try to let people know my vibe is not like everybody else. So I used to hate actually being labeled. I'm a bodybuilder, but I never want to be labeled like the bodybuilders because they are so narcissistic assholes. They really are, most of them, and they're stuck in a square, in a bubble, so they don't know how to be truly themselves. And I've always wanted to be a bodybuilder, but not like, I want to do it my way, not their way.
That's fair. That makes sense. I think for me, it's the reverse. I don't like that a lot of people for some reason have like, and it's not even a misconception, it's just I'm labeled this because I feel like I embody this characteristic or this thing quite often, but I don't like people labeling me confident. I don't feel like confident is where you want to be all the time. It's an emotion. When you ask someone, "Are you confident?" "Yeah, I'm confident." Or if you ask someone and you're teaching somebody something, what do they say? You'd be like, "How do you feel?" Right? "Oh, I feel confident about it." Just like happy. I don't want to be happy 24/7 because it will lose the validity of being happy. I don't want to be labeled confident all the time because I want that vulnerability. I want people to know that I'm a human being and that I can be vulnerable. I want to go through human emotions.
It's a part of you.
Right.
That's right. If you're confident all the time, it's going to be like, "Oh, I'm just happy all the time. I just believe everything."
Oh, you think your shit don't speak? I'm present. I'm feeling all emotions.
It puts you in a tunnel.
That puts me in, exactly.
It puts you in a tunnel, no room to move.
Exactly. And then when I am trying to be vulnerable and be confident and show a vulnerable side, then it's like, "Well, what's wrong with you?" Exactly. "Oh my God, something must really be wrong." And it's like, no, I'm just showing another side of confident, that which is a label that y'all don't put on me. Because a lot of people, that's like the number one thing. People are always like, "You're confident, you're confident, you're confident, you're confident." And I'm always like, it's not that I doubt it, but it's always shocking that that's the first thing that someone would want to say.
Because people want that. A lot of people don't have confidence like they see you exude, and a lot of people are trying to find that. They could be in their late 30s trying to find what you got, and they think it's just unattainable. So to see somebody, well, how did you get that? They're intrigued. That's just what it is.
Well, hopefully, I mean, I would love if this session alone could change that stigma.
Because men go through that for a long time. You go through your ups and downs with your confidence. I don't care how old you are and how young you are. It's hard to find that
balance,
that sweet spot. You go through your ups and downs.
With a woman, it's okay.
Yeah.
With a man, you consider weak.
Yeah. Exactly.
See the label?
Yeah.
You see the label?
Yeah.
Here's my thing. I've learned that I have to give and accept that every person has a right to have a different day, a different emotion, a different feeling. If you get angry, a person shouldn't have to apologize for being angry. That's your right to get angry. Right. If a person get angry, it ain't my place to question why you're angry. You got that right to get angry just like I do. But if I don't respect your rights to have different feelings because I don't respect it, now I put a label to you.
Right.
Oh, he just sensitive. Oh, he just got a this, or whatever the case may be. No, I've never met somebody who's happy all the time.
Nope.
I never met nobody who's sad all the time and it wasn't a problem.
Right.
Something's wrong if that's the case. Some of your funniest people, Owen Wilson, funny guy.
Yeah.
He's a manic depressive in real life. So my thing is, society has deemed he has to be funny all the time.
Unfortunately. But
that's social media. There's people that
you just took the words out of my mouth.
People will tell Rashad will tell you, there are people who will see us on social media or see you on social media and have this image that they put in their head and they're like, okay, that's how this person is all the time.
Yeah.
No. Or they just see this image and say, well, maybe they'll guess and say, maybe they like this type of stuff, maybe they're into this type of stuff, and they're the total opposite. They don't even know.
They will create a whole story for you, and you like, where did that come from? And it's funny because I actually have known someone for quite some time, like getting to know, and I'm one particular way around them, and I've always known that. But they watch the podcast, and the first thing that they say that they love about the podcast is, it's like they're watching a character of me. But I'm like, little do you know, this is really who I am. Thought process, dramaticness, all of that.
That's why authenticity is so big to people nowadays. When you think about rap artists, artists, period, they're not knowing, rappers' job is to put a front on. It's a flex. That's what it's supposed to do. And everybody's like, well, we're tired of that. We've seen that for 30, 40 years.
I don't want to see perfectness.
I want to see somebody who's been through something that's actually real and I can relate to.
Yeah.
That's just what it is.
We see them doing their job. And label that's their life.
Yes.
That's where the problem comes.
Yes.
Now, let me say this. I'm guilty of labeling, but I never expressed it outwardly. Because when I first met Rashad, I said, that's an evil looking motherfucker.
A lot of people think that. Yeah.
Well, he was skating by himself. He wasn't smiling. He wasn't speaking to nobody. So inside of me, I put a label.
Yeah.
But the open-mindedness in me made me go speak to him.
Yeah.
So let me get to know.
Hey, man.
It's funny because you would think that because I am by myself. Little do you know, I have a large family. Little do you know, I was raised around a lot of love. Little do you know, I'm really talkative. Out of my family, I'm probably the most talkative. It's so funny. And see, sometimes you see people in an act or you see people out and
about. Most talkative out of your family? Hell no.
You don't think so?
That's me.
You think
I don't
so?
shut up. What?
It depends on the subject.
It do depend on the subject.
Jay
where
talks
I'm at.
a lot too, though.
Shit, yeah, I forgot
You
about
can't
Jay.
shut him up.
Now,
Yeah, that's true.
Now,
But it depends on the subject too.
Now, for
Yeah.
me though, it's different because I get around y'all and I just start pulling out of all of y'all.
Yeah,
I'll pull out y'all mom,
yeah.
Your dad is the only one I gotta still work on. Make sure he'll
That
punch
is
me
hard.
first.
No, he's hard.
rock.
I got
I'm
him
a
though.
mini me of him, but I crack before he will.
I can get it though.
I
All
know
I
you
go in and
can.
start talking about them fire sticks.
I think y'all will get along. Y'all will get along just
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Once the code is cracked, but that
Yeah.
man, even me, Diego is the only guy that like I can say.
I can talk his head off.
Yeah.
I've been doing this since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Diego's a soft spot, but that's
Yeah.
hey, it is what it is. This is important to talk about because it's so many people out there that look at things online, and it's a lot of young guys out there that don't have no guidance. It's a lot of young girls out there that don't have no guidance, and you refer to social media, and everybody likes one particular person because they embody one thing that you really, really want.
Do you know where that come from? Think about it. Growing up in the 2000s and the 90s and all that, what did we grow up watching more than anything? What was on TV? MTV
Music
videos,
videos.
VH1. So it was on BET, you was watching 106. So we had to start clinging. We didn't, before YouTube popped off, we would cling to rappers and artists and all that stuff. It's like, that's what real life is.
Yeah.
We thought that was success.
Yeah.
We thought that was what we should be like. And it really wasn't.
Well,
we didn't even know that was a character they were doing.
Quick story. I don't know if you knew this, Diego, but when I graduated high school, let me tell you how on point my dad is. When I graduated from high school, I was a brainiac in school, always. Just loved learning, just competitive, loved it. And when I graduated, my dad was putting in my ear, you know, like when you turn 18, like what you gonna do? What you think about and you know my dad. You think Diego irritates dad the best. What you gonna do when you leave school? You got any plans? You gonna put all your eggs in the same basket? You gonna end up fucked up? The world gonna crash? Like daddy, he will paint the worst
throw some real stuff at you.
It's real shit. And you be like, damn, I could run over my dog and then have a flat tire and it be raining. Like you be like, damn, dad, I didn't even think about that. But my dad wanted me to go for the entertainment.
He wants all of us to go for entertainment.
He wanted
He still
me
preaches acting to me today, every day.
Yes, that is our day. He wanted us to do that, but
like our grandfather used to preach teaching.
Yeah,
he preaches acting. He should be acting. Rashad, start studying your stuff out, son.
Start studying your stuff out.
He'd be like, you got to look. Yeah, your stuff out. You just never know.
You never know.
Our dad's.
You got to laugh too.
Yeah.
Think about it. You can hear, like on Batman, the Joker.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That laugh. You know what I'm saying? You would know that laugh if you just hear it. He got that laugh.
But you know what, too? I realized Dad does this, but Granddaddy did it too. It is like a revolving thing. Because at that time, when Daddy was growing up in the 80s and the 60s and stuff like that, acting was like what they thought was kind of big. It was their breakout thing. So he's like, he was always into it and was like, dang, maybe I could do it. Then he had all of us and he was like, I can't. So he's like, I want them to do it because that was something I wanted to do or something that was big. You know what I'm saying?
No, he seriously
Dad like Terry Crews.
Yes, that is my dad. We use TV as a way to kind of like escape, see other people like us, see what was out there in the world and what was possible. And I think it's ironic because now I see kids use social media for that. But here's the difference.
Social media is a microwave. Though.
Social media is the microwave version, and you can play social media.
Yeah.
You can't play.
Did you
back
see
in the day the TV?
The Tinder swindler?
Yes,
that's social media.
Yes,
this man predicted like he had this amazing life, all this stuff, and was scheming women out their money for like $500,000 a night.
Craziness.
And they was desperate for love, so they was like, okay, they believed him,
right?
And he was getting their ass left and right.
But you know, with that, studying social media, studying TV, and thinking like that's the route I want to go and that's what I want to do, it is fucked up because there's another side to it. You know, and I think for people, for instance, that say, hey, you're super confident. Well, I want to show what it's like to be vulnerable when you are super confident. I want you to know what it's like to have a bad day.
But they don't see the work. They just see the end game. They don't see the work.
Yes.
that got you to be this confident.
Yes.
It's not. It's confident because you're confident in the work that you put in.
That's good.
If you not look like this, if you two was not confident about working out and instructing somebody, I'm gonna have an issue with you.
Yeah.
Because now it tells me you didn't trust the workout of what you put in.
Yeah.
You guys go every day religiously. I pray to God that I get that. I'm being honest. I'm praying to God that somewhere down the line, hopefully, I'm praying this year, and hopefully you guys pray with me.
I got you.
That I get my mind to say I gotta cut out this junk food, which I have. I've been using the air fryer instead of frying food now. But now I gotta get out this rut and get out, cut out the excuses, and get myself in the gym. I can't start where you guys started, but I could trust you guys to say, well, do this.
Yeah.
Don't do that yet. Do this right now. So the confidence is in the work that you put in. People don't see the work that you put in, and you should have confidence. If you say you don't or don't want to show it, I'm gonna have to sit down and talk with you. It's just like when we watched the MTV stuff growing up, the old MTV rap, which I didn't do because I was always into something or somebody. But we looked at the people, right? We looked at who was there.
Yeah.
We didn't have enough sense to look at the production.
No.
No,
you didn't know about that.
We didn't start thinking about
If we would have thought to look at it, we could have been looking at the show. Because you know what now? When I watch your show, your podcast, you know what I look at? Damn, this lighting look good. Oh, hell, this is this. I'm looking at it, and I hear the content.
I get it.
But I'm watching more production than anything.
I get it too.
You see? Because and the more I see, the more I say, damn, we've grown so much. Then I say, well, we gotta grow some more.
Yep.
It's funny because I edit stuff and I post stuff. And I know it's a lot of good content that we have posted. And I know a lot of people have slept on it. And I don't think that it's not gonna get heard or seen. It's gonna take some time. Diego just hit me up a couple days ago and was like, yesterday, and was like, man, I listened to that episode that me and you did. Is it the last episode I aired? I think it was the last one. Stay in your lane, that session. He was like, I really listened to it. And I got a glimpse of it. And I must say, that shit was on point.
It was entertaining. Like, I was like, oh shit.
That
this
was
is
good. When I was editing it, I was like, ain't nobody, and I shouldn't be like this, but I was like, it's so many people that's gonna miss out this good shit.
Yeah.
Like, they gonna see.
But it's fine. You can always go back to the archives.
It's fine. It's still there. And eventually it will.
And you can repost.
Yeah, well, yeah, I can too. But you know what? I feel like it's timeless. And that's what I like to create. Timeless material. Because when you post it, it's not about when you get the message.
Yeah.
It's just you get it.
But you know something. I hate to get off the subject that we're on. I want to go back to labels because you said something earlier tonight, and you were talking about a healthy disagreement. Me and you were just talking about basketball. We raised our voice. We never got mad. We just disagreed. But me and you have this level of I can do that with certain people, but certain people I just walk away. Because I don't run, because they'll get too worked up. Me and you, we had disagreement about LeBron James, Ben Simmons. Never got mad, but understood each other's opinion on it. Because we was like,
I hear you, but I don't see it.
Yeah. But we never was like, man, F this, F you, da. Because I know people, my dad's like that. My dad, if he gets an argument, it's F you, this, that, because he thinks my opinion is everything. You don't know shit. He get like this. He's a very emotional person. So I love that. Because some people don't understand that a healthy disagreement is good, but some people will label that as, oh, you're selfish or you're an asshole, and it's like, no.
You already know where I'm about to go with this. Because I never told Diego our conversation that we had after that we were doing that photo shoot. And me and you had a conversation. I'm not gonna say no names. We had a conversation, and me and Reggie were having a normal conversation, but our voices they weren't even elevated. You think they were elevated?
Our octaves went up.
Our octaves went up. That's it. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
But I know Reggie was more it was his emotions were coming out, but it wasn't like he was like, God damn it.
No.
It wasn't even emotion, really.
But we knew that we were making everybody uncomfortable in the room.
No, because I was the only one listening, though.
Okay. But we laughed at that because Reggie was like, you think, ain't nobody ever seen us like that. Just throw it in. You think they thinking like, I was like, well, if they do, they'll pick up eventually. That's just how we do. But we do have healthy disagreements to the point where if you didn't know us, it's only been one time where you was debating and I thought you was gonna get physical. And that was at your house when I brought over somebody to your house and y'all decided to argue about Nike Air versus Nike.
You talking about that one, Reggie.
He was going outside. He was going outside subject.
I know. That was the only time. And I knew you felt that way because you knew you had his background. I had been telling you how I felt. So you was already like on edge, probably. Like, I'm getting a feel for this guy to see like what's going on here.
Well, when I remember, I went and got that shoe.
Yeah.
To prove the point.
That was when it was over.
And he started going outside subject, and now he was about to start speaking on my manhood.
Yeah.
My manhood. Now I'm about to put one on. As I said, you say one more thing, I got you.
And he's very like Mr. Hetero Macho Man, anti-hetero macho man. So yeah, it's weird. But let's continue, because when it goes to labels and it goes to titles and things of that nature, it goes beyond just people and how people perceive you. I'm gonna say that is how, labels, titles, things of that nature can interfere when it comes to social media, pop culture, in the streets. But let's talk about their relationship. How do y'all feel labels, titles, and all of that takes place in part when it comes to a relationship? Because I feel like a lot of people out here miss love, miss opportunities, and miss a lot of good connections because of titles, labels, and things of that nature. Let's talk about the people first. Let's start there.
Well, because the only reason I say I know some people who are dealing with each other, but they won't call it a situation because they're scared of the label. But it doesn't make sense to me, because I'm like, if y'all are texting every day, calling every day, seeing each other every day, hanging out on the regular, or whatever the case may be, then why not call it what it is?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So to me, that's...
What you shame for?
Yeah, what's the shame?
What you hiding?
Yeah, because then you'll see them on Valentine's Day, they'll post, oh, this person's great, and show half their face. And it's like, well, what's the point? I'm serious. Or they'll put an emoji over their face. Or they'll, what is wrong with you? They'll put an emoji over it. But you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, because I've seen some girls do that. I'm like, well, what's the point of posting this? If you want to be private, then stay private.
Yeah.
Then what's the point of putting this out here?
I think it's cool. I think it's cool if you're like, hey, because this has happened to me. I think it's cool when you're like, hey, I'm private. I notice you like to be on social media a lot, but I want to keep us private.
That's dope.
Yeah,
that's cool. But I'm not going to post you. I'm not going to, do any of that. But I expect the same. I expect the same.
But let's be honest, we're not celebrities, so what is the point of keeping? If you choose to be private, that's fine. That's your personal thing. But I'm saying some people do it and they think like they're just everybody's gonna be in their business. No, they're not. Why? Because whatever you post is what you post.
That's not it.
Then what is it?
When you're in a relationship, you're less desirable.
True. That's true.
That is so true.
That's
what it is.
Because when you're but then it's the flip side.
No.
Because I feel like when guys know, I'm saying
it's two different types. I already know where you're going, bro.
Because sometimes
I know where you're going, bro. Look, Reggie, I already know where you're going.
What is she doing with me now?
That's not good company.
Guys are dogs. It don't
That's
matter.
not good company.
You
should be.
No. I'm not saying you. I'm just saying, but it happens. You know, like when you're single, don't nobody want you. But then when you get with somebody, like, oh,
everybody wants you.
It's competition now.
Now that he's right. Even a lot of entertainers that's in relationships, especially performers and singers, they don't want to discuss. They don't want it to be out there because it takes away the fantasy of wanting to be with them.
Now that makes a lot of sense.
If you got somebody say, well, I don't desire to see this person or that person, because you can't. Now you see yourself cutting in, you being a cheater instead of that desire. So they, as he's saying, for popularity, they don't discuss it.
I get that. Yeah.
I was always told a woman or a man don't want a man that another woman don't want.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, that's very.
So it messes with, but he's right though, and I agree with that. I'm not saying you're wrong, but so much that's been the status quo for years, for decades, for generations. But let me say this about the title thing. I think there's a place for it, then there's an over place for it.
Yes.
Let me give a primal, basic example of a place for it. Hey, this is Reggie. This is my husband. That label is necessary. I get that, respectful. Now, what bothers me, we're gonna have a date night, game night.
That's the second part of it.
Stop it.
That's the second part of it. I do have a problem when you say you want to be private, but I see you post pictures as if you got someone in your life,
That's right.
but it's not me. Don't play me.
That's a bad perception.
Yeah.
Now you playing games. You playing games.
Because I've seen that happen to people, and it's happened to me. And you're like, well,
Yeah.
I thought
It's happened to me too.
But you posting a picture like you ain't got nobody. Like, oh,
okay.
strange. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Or somebody tell you, I want to be private, but then you go out, you don't acknowledge them to nobody, then you feel some type of way.
Yeah. You know, I get
Say
their
you want
ass
to
with
be
that.
private?
Yep.
I get their ass with that.
But
Oh, that's the worst, right? Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I get their
wanna
ass
be
with that.
private, so you go out somewhere, we ain't even introduced me. Why should
No,
I?
nigga,
You said we going private. You said we
Quit
keep
telling people what we got going on. Like, no, in these streets, I'm single.
Yeah.
I can't get on that.
If the best bidder come up in front of you, I'm not gonna turn them down either because they want there's no stipulations with them chances.
Yeah.
I can't be private and sit there and do nothing. No, if you let me private, I'm gonna do what I do.
Yeah.
I'm
Find
gonna
your
get up.
replacement in front of you.
Well, I'm gonna get out this seat.
I'm gonna do what I do.
Yeah.
But you know something, I
play
like
it.
what you said about the date night and all that because I've always thought that too. Why do we even like Valentine's Day? You want to do something special and bushy?
Oh, shut up. I don't want to hear this D. This nigga went to the Venetian and took his ass to the vineyards and had chocolate making. And they squoze grapes with their bare hands and they massaged the grape skins on each other's back over the Mediterranean Sea.
It's called the Chateau.
The chateau. The
It
chateau.
was beautiful. It was lovely. My girlfriend took me out there and we sipped on wine and had a great time.
I was gonna tell you her to take your phone because he had made a post and it was all typed out. I said Diego ain't never been tipsy where it was like yes, read your post. It said something like I'm wine tipsy me feeling good or something like that. I was like, this motherfucker is drunk.
No,
go look at your post.
Chateau. So we was talking about it at the Korean. I was tipsy. She thought it was funny.
Yeah, you
and
were.
I said, yeah, Chateau tipsy got me because it's Chateau Elon.
It said Chateau. It said something. It said something.
You
I was
talking
like,
about the post
take
that
this
I
nigga
made?
phone.
No, I said we decided to get fancy today and go drink with our pinkies out.
And you're gonna get a label after this.
It was another
episode.
Yeah.
Oh, I was bougie. I was out there with the rich white folks. We was talking about everything.
See?
I had my cigars. I was out
should've told me I
there.
didn't
This is
need a
great.
picture.
Oh God, y'all in these picky rings.
I should have been out there like, yes, please.
I'm done.
But because I think when people do the labels of the date nights, why? Y'all, especially if y'all dating or y'all married, why do you have to label it? Because you can just do what you want to do.
Do it.
Just do it, yeah.
Keep the
Don't keep the
consistency.
pressure. Yeah.
But when you put that label and something happen where you can't do it because of a label, it creates a letdown.
Yep.
And once the letdown comes, it creates animosity. Once the animosity comes, it creates quietness in the house.
We used to have date nights.
Yeah, once it's quiet in the house, your sex life is acting up. All because you put a label on something.
Well, let me ask y'all this because y'all are men that are spoken for, but I feel on the other side that you need to put a title on it. Because I need to know that we're not just hanging out and we're not just friends. See, if you call me and tell me that you want to hang out and go have drinks and a good time, and you in the back of your head thinking that this is a date, no nigga. That's how I end up with your best friend because I thought we were just going out to have a good time.
And that makes a lot of sense.
You know what I'm saying? But you introduced me to your friend. We was having a good time. You should have told me that no, this is a date night. Like, I'm interested in you in that fact.
Well, you should have said, "Can I take you on a date?" Not, I don't say you have to say date night, do you?
That's right. That's right.
Let me take you on a date. But see, that's the thing. Nigga, you ain't been taking that long. They don't say that in these streets. It's just like, hey, let's go out for drinks. Hey, let's go out for dinner.
Yeah, but I
hey,
think they should. But I think, like Rick, they should.
But that comes to where
it clears up
that's
confusion.
what is necessary.
Yeah.
Right, that's the necessary label.
There we go. That's
so
what
that's why I
what I'm
said
saying.
at the beginning, some labels are necessary.
Good point.
Yeah, that's a necessary one.
But see-
Because if I'm pursuing you, especially, but that depends though. How many
you-
times after do I have to say this if I'm pursuing you seriously? Do I have to say this 2 times, 3 times? We've been on 4 dates. Do I have to say every day is a date?
Until you're in a relationship, I think you should.
Yeah. Okay.
Because if
I think so too.
dating
It's up and
to
down.
me, dating is what would be the proper word? An event.
Yeah.
Dating is an event. Relationship is a lifestyle. So as
Okay.
long as it's an event, you got to take it as each event, because every game the Lakers play, it ain't a guaranteed win.
Yeah.
So you better, I think,
true.
until
You're
you're
right.
in that relationship, make it known. Give it something while you're out there. Now, and you're right. Now, in my position, being married, if that ain't labeled enough to know,
Yeah.
that's a problem.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's a
Yeah.
problem beyond just the title. We got an inner problem more than that.
So you would say labels are different. It's different stages. Because in a relationship, single or dating and married are different. Labels are just a little bit different.
Well, you have to look at it. You got to look at your circumstances.
Yeah.
It all depends on your circumstances. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you have to look at it, and there's a valid point there. Make it clear if it's not clear.
True.
You see what I'm saying?
That's what you're
Now,
saying. That's true.
in a marriage or a serious relationship, expectations are there because the expectations had grew
Yeah.
as the relationship had grew.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But as you dating, you got a point. Say something. Especially if I'm dating somebody, I gotta pay attention to them. I have to pay attention to them. Cause if they like to get out there and get at it, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey now.
Yeah.
We on this thing together. Or
Yeah.
hey now, we get drinks. We'll meet back up at the bar at a certain time.
Yeah.
What you do in between, make it clear.
See,
Because you can't be angry if you haven't made it clear.
Yeah.
What really got me into dating though is I really enjoy learning people, and there is a commonality that I've learned about people when it comes to dating. A lot of people look for their prom date. They don't look for someone they can grow with and involve into a relationship with.
That's right.
I look for people who don't necessarily look for the prom date, and they're looking for growth, because I know that if I am in a relationship with you, I know that you're willing to make progression to grow through that relationship. Anybody can get a prom date. Anybody can find a cute ass person to take pictures with and freaking league and go on trips with. That stuff is easy. But I want someone who is looking at growth. So I like to have the reassurance that every time we hang out, I don't give a fuck if it's a whole year. You let me know that this is a date night. Like, this is different than other
agree
niggas.
on that, because
you know,
that gives you that confidence and security, I guess you would say. Not security, but it makes you like, okay, well, shit, we are doing.
you serious?
We're on the same page. We're on the
Yeah,
same page.
you
Okay,
ain't
cool.
fucking with me.
I like that.
So I think that that's what I've learned, and I think that it all plays an important part. Now, it is putting labels on people, but is you understanding that everybody's initial intention is very important, and if you don't pay attention to that, and if you don't vocalize it, you can chance miss it out on a good opportunity. So I do feel like you're right. Labels in dating is important, but I feel like when you're in a relationship, that it stops there. It's taking what you've already established and building upon that and making it more significant.
Exactly, because by the time you hit a relationship, you've learned. You've learned the ins and outs of your mate.
Is your mate entitled to that though? Because the only time you would want to throw up a date night in someone's face is if you were saying like you're not getting it or you want it or either, you know, because you never say, I don't ever hear anyone just, I mean, I can't say never hear, but it's very rare you hear someone just like randomly talking about date night, you know?
Right.
Some people do, I think.
I said that, but I'm just saying,
so,
usually when someone throws date night at you
It's something behind it.
It's something behind.
Now here's the thing. I believe it's healthy for relationships to have a consistent night to go out. Let's just have it though.
Or day to spend together.
But that's something we do. We just do that.
That's what I'm saying.
At this point,
I think it's healthy. Like once a month, twice a month, but be consistent once or twice a month. We're gonna go out and get something to eat and catch a movie.
Yeah.
Come hell or high water, I'm gonna shut off everybody else.
Yeah.
And make sure.
That's true.
But let's not put a title to it. Let's just do it.
That's what we want to do.
Let it be natural. You feel? Let it be natural.
So you feel like it turns into a chore and no longer a luxury when you put a title to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I mean, and I could be. I'm not saying that my way is the only way of thinking, but you asking me my way. And for me,
I think it's legit though.
But
Let's go back to kids.
That makes sense.
Let's go back to when you were a child. When you were a child, if we were raised saying, "Hey, wash the dishes," it wouldn't necessarily. It would be a thing that you're doing. Versus, "Hey, do your chores," where it's like, "Oh shit, who the fuck wants to do that?"
But
you know.
Now, and then too, after you've been there long enough, you know what you gotta do.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to keep telling you the same shit.
Yeah.
I mean, excuse me, but one thing he said, the first time he saw us do that photo shoot, what'd you say? I never seen two guys work together without talking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But that's how it's supposed to be.
Yep.
If you've been around somebody and you paying them some attention, the fact that and let me say this, thank you. That's how it comes. The fact that you don't have to title something and keep it lets you know you paying attention.
Yep.
You paying attention. You care about who's in front of you.
Yep. That's it.
That's
it.
If I'm not great at doing that, which I'm not, I'm glad my wife say, hey, we need to get more consistent about these things. You know what, you're right. Okay.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Just don't put a title.
There you go.
It's more appealing, but anything's more appealing without a title. Anything.
Yeah, it's
if it doesn't, anything it's just more appealing. You're like, oh, okay, well,
it just make you feel like you got your stuff together.
Yeah.
So do y'all feel like we are living in a day and age where titles, boxes, and things of that nature are starting to fade away?
Oh hell yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, people are trying to do that.
Does it make things more confusing though, because nobody knows their lane?
It does. I think it do.
Yeah.
I mean, because I'm going off of not just simple stuff. I mean, everybody's trying to reinvent the wheel, it seems like. We're not going to label this. Like we were just talking about with basketball. It used to be in a time where they were positions. Now it's not. It's positionless basketball. But it's evolved to that point. It's evolved to that point.
It's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You were married for a long time.
Yeah.
And then you got back. You were married for a long time, went through a divorce, and then you started back dating. When you started back dating, did you know the difference from then to when you first met your wife? Because I want to know, is there always been this confusion that we have in the dating? I feel like the dating world is a good time to be on the dating market because
where? On the gay side?
We gotta be positive here, Diego. This is Soul Esteem Sessions.
So I'm telling you,
it's positive in this way. It's positive in this way. If you were looking to reinvent yourself, if you were looking to see what you like, if you were looking to see, options, and you want to just go out there, this is the time to do it because it's a whole bunch of fuckery going on. Everybody confused. I feel like back in the day, it was a little bit more structured and it was a little easier. Even our mom talks about that. Our mom got married early on, and she'll tell you in a heartbeat. I know she loves my dad, but she'll tell you in a heartbeat, if I was living in today's age, I wouldn't have got married so early because it's so many options.
Yes.
She always says that about her.
She always says that. So what do you think about it?
I think I'm guilty to a point because I was married. I was with her 20-something years. We got together we met at 19. We was solid at 20.
Y'all was 19?
Damn.
When we got together.
Shit.
We got we met.
That was normal at that
Damn,
time.
B, how many years that was already for you? 6 years? 7 years?
By 20, we was solid together. We was in a relationship.
Yeah.
And then we was monogamous at 20. We ended up being on paper about 25 or so.
Okay.
But we were together 22 years. But coming out of it, I think where I was guilty is I just felt, because I didn't talk a lot, and I just felt they should have known it or got it. Because I've turned corners they hadn't turned.
Gotcha.
You see, I've turned corners that they haven't turned. And because I'm not this talkative things about what they're seeing, you see what I'm saying? So, it was a little different. And it's a little different now because I've been there. And
Yeah.
I've turned corners, so I don't have to say stuff. But the good thing about not saying stuff, other people see it. And it always come out that other people say for me was obvious. You get what I'm saying? So, like you and I, ain't nobody ever, if anybody want to see, and if anybody want to see for sure, you wouldn't know if we were cousins by marriage or by blood, the way we carry on.
Right.
And if people really want to see how stuff go, they need to watch you and I interact. To watch two people move flawlessly without speaking.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Because that is ironic, and I would love to set up maybe a photo shoot soon where we can do that and we can vlog it, because I think it is very fascinating, because it's you get me and I get you, and it's like you don't come across it a lot. And I have reached out to other photographers, I've reached out to other people, creatives, to work, because I know that collaborating is where it's at, and I just believe in that.
Yeah.
But it's never the same connection. It never works the same. I'm never comfortable. Or I don't get the response that I want.
Because the one shot you didn't like, everybody loved that shot. That shot with that hat, you like, nah, I ain't feeling it.
Yeah.
Everybody said, God,
I was about to post that a couple of days ago too.
Listen, man.
I am gonna post that tomorrow. Let's talk about family real quick. Can we wrap it up with family?
Well, you don't have to. It's at 10%.
All right, ready? So, yeah, I've been holding up to this key for the longest, bro. Like it's right there. But anyways, so another thing that I want to hit on when it comes to titles, labels, and all of that shit is the most important, and that's family. I feel like a lot of generational curses are stemmed by this. You know, a lot of people are put in boxes where either, oh, he gay, or either he's slow and we ignore him and we put him in a box, so therefore we hide him from everybody. Or, hey, that's the wild one. Or either that's the one that's always this, that, and the third. It's okay to have identity. I get that, 100%. But to put them in a box and title them, it makes it 2 times harder for that individual to change and step out of that box. Because when your family labels you as something, or critiques you about something, that shit fuck with you harder than if somebody just randomly do it, because it's like, damn, that's my fucking family. If this shit fail, or if I fail, rather, this is what they think of me. And then if they think of this of me, and I'm headstrong, and I need them, now I gotta go through all of that bullshit all over again.
I told you so.
I told you so. How do you feel about labels, titles, and things of that nature when it comes to family?
I think they're horrible. I believe when the word family in itself is good, but it can be horrible. And the reason I say that is we lose respect for each other on the name, on the label of family. Just because you family, you just can't approach anybody any kind of way because of your family. You can't say whatever you want to somebody because of their family. You can't do what you want in somebody's house or around them labeled because they family.
Yeah.
If anything, family should have greater respect and greater understanding because they're your family. I walk in my children's house, and when I walk in and shut the door, I stand by the door until they say, come on in.
Yes. Val, I can't wait to that day.
But I just because I'm your family.
You following my rules, mama and daddy.
Because you my family, that don't mean I'm not gonna approach you as if I approach somebody I met for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
How you doing? This the respect level should be higher because of family, not insinuations because of family.
I like that. What you think, D? D, I feel like you really can relate to this because you a twin. So like you always boxed up with your twin sister Ayana.
Oh, yeah.
How do you feel about it?
I feel like it's like Reggie said. I mean, sometimes it can be dangerous because they're your family, they think that you're gonna do X, Y, and Z. Or let's say they get in a bad situation, they hitting you up, they trying to make you feel bad because you saying no. Because just because they're family don't mean they're good people. Because you can have some anxious
Toxic people in your family.
Because everybody got their own problems. So sometimes it can be dangerous because they throw that word around so loosely, not loosely, but they throw it around and it's such a prideful thing that you're supposed to help them out or get caught up. You might get caught up in a situation because it's your family. And you like, I don't even hang with you like that. I just see you at a family reunion every once in a while. Why are we in this position? So, I mean, you know, but not all families are bad, but I'm saying it can be dangerous at times.
But yeah, some of the families act like fools because we cousins.
Yeah.
You know what? I've been in a situation where I was like dimming my light and withdrawn within because I had a family member, somebody who I'm extremely close to, being very like, I felt like they were being very opinionated and like very much pointing out things that I felt like could have been overlooked, and then bringing them to other family members that didn't need it being brought to.
Yeah.
But then hiding their
stuff.
That's that microscope syndrome. I
hate that. Me too.
You put me under a microscope, I lose respect for you.
But you know what? Here's the thing. This person got me on that one. Because I instantly stopped posting. I mean, for years. Stopped posting on Instagram. Stopped posting on social media. Wouldn't do anything because it was just like, I already know the family looking at me. And then in the back of my head, it was like, well, I'll just create another one. But then I'm like, well, why the hell do I need to create another one to start from scratch? I got invited to Facebook. You don't even have to be invited to Facebook no more. Well, I got to close this shit down and start all over. And then it dawned on me. I started adding up shit. And I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a goddamn minute. I'm blocked. Their stuff is all blocked from me. What they hiding? Right. Okay. So here's what we gonna do. I'm gonna be the bad bitch that I've always been. I'm gonna put all my shit out there. Say what you want, but when you bring it to me, you better be ready for my response.
I watched the Janet Jackson documentary.
Oh yeah, I heard it was good.
It was great. There was a point in there, I think it was the third episode, where she was on the magazine, the front of the magazine, Rolling Stones, where she was like this, and it was hands coming up her chest.
The black and white one.
Yeah. Her family couldn't stand that she did that.
Wow.
I believe it.
But wasn't that the most successful?
Yeah. But here's the thing. It was. And the thing is, for you, and I'm saying that, a lot of famous folks and stars, their family don't agree with what they're doing.
No.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't be famous or stars if they just listened to what everybody else said.
That's true.
Instead of doing the vision that they have for themselves. Because if you got a vision for yourself,
it's only for you.
And your family come in and alter that. Now you gotta listen. You gotta lay down at night wondering, what if?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna do that for nobody.
Because I believe God give you a vision. It's only for you to. Nobody will understand it but you. So it might sound crazy right now. Like when I watched the Kanye thing, he might sound crazy at times, but when I watch, I'm like, that was a vision that God gave him.
Maybe.
I know he has a direct source. Yeah. Like y'all can say he crazy, but some of the stuff I've been in, and people don't know this about me, and we gotta wrap this up real soon. People don't know this. I have had a lot of near-death situations, and people don't understand. Sometimes when God puts you in a situation, he will let it be known that, nah, you dealing with me, bruh. Like, this say you ain't crazy, but listen to everybody else. I'm telling you what I'm telling you, and it's gonna go down the way it's gonna go down, so quit fighting it. And it is what it is. But a lot of people think that they're going crazy, or either they fear saying things or things of that nature.
It don't, and it don't matter if the whole world thinks somebody's crazy. If that person's being honest with himself,
Yeah.
lay down at night with ease.
Yeah.
Just be honest with yourself.
Would you rather be at war with the world or at war with yourself? And honestly, I'm picking
The world.
be at war with the world.
I'm with you
Because
on that.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
I can care less what y'all think.
Yeah. Because you're at war with the world, you can close your door, you're in serenity. But when you're at war with yourself, no matter where you go, you got turmoil.
Exactly.
So at the end of the day, let's wrap this up, guys. Diego, you notice I didn't do an intro today.
It's fine. Y'all know where to find
I
us
love
every
it.
Friday.
No, I'm so over damn intros. Don't even say that shit.
Well,
They know
Solar
where the hell
Theme
we at.
Podcast, we out, nigga.
All right, Reggie, you got anything to say?
Great session. Great session. Keep your opinions to yourself and help yourself with your own labels.
Y'all, we out. Remember, no titles, no labels. Solar Theme Sessions.
That was good.
I like it.
Yours goes down.